Hey guys, welcome back to Etheria Restart. In today's video, they just dropped the patch notes for the update, which is obviously going to have our 2 new characters. So let's go through the notes, see if there's anything else juicy in there for us to look at. Now, we do have the update coming on the 9th of July at 3 a.m. UTC -5, which I believe is like a day and a half, maybe 2 days away. At the time of recording this, I suck at conversions, but it'll come. We have the compensation of the Hydra Crystals, Cool Beans. It goes through the 2 new characters, which, you know, we already know about, so I'm not going to go too in depth with them. I just really want to test how, I can't remember how I'm supposed to say her name, so I'm not even going to try. I really want to test her and see how her kit functions. I feel like she's like a cross between Valerian, but I really need to test her because I feel like she could be great, but I'm kind of undecided. Old mate here, obviously, defense break plus the addition of having the freeze in there makes him solid in a lot of areas. I do need a good AoE defense breaker. I don't have Kloss at the moment. Maybe I pick him up. I'm kind of undecided. I'm going to wait and see how these guys pan out before I actually make my decision personally. Moving on from that, we got the yada, yada, yada. That's when they come on the servers. Cool. Moving on from that, acquisition method. Okay, cool. Okay, so here's the first one, the Dreamscape, which is that new event they mentioned. Use Dream Key to challenge the Dream Maze created by the Dream Weaver. Every 3 clears. I don't know how many Dream Keys we get per day. Like, are we going to attack the boss once every day? We'll have to wait and see. Jack did say this is going to be the most rewarding event. However, it's going to have like all or nothing, where it's like you choose either the easy way or the hard way. And if you choose the hard way and lose, you kind of lose everything, was the way it sounded. So be prepared to go the hard way to get all the rewards, lose it all, and rage, because that's probably going to be the way it works. I know I'm going the hard way, is what it is. But every 3 clears of the Dream Maze will activate the challenge against the Dream Weaver, continuously challenge the Dream Maze, awaken Dream Weaver, and keep accumulating Dream Dust and Dream Data to exchange for generous rewards. Dude, I'm keen to see how many rewards this thing gives. We'll have to wait and see. Anti-Sync Echoes stages 43 to 48 are now available. New story stage added, Animus, Rahu, and Born. When they say story stage, does that just mean the Animus Echoes, or are we talking main quest? I think that's just, those are the Anti-Sync Echo stages. If we're getting the extra ones, maybe they're the big boss. I'm honestly not too sure on what that means, but let me know if you guys know. Union, Archon, Recon. Okay, so we're getting the phase 4 of the boss, because at the moment we only have the 3 phases, so they are unlocking a new phase. Hopefully gives us some more decent rewards and get some more stuff, but I think it's just going to be much in line with what we already get anyway. New event release. Midsummer Fest is coming on the 17th. No idea what's in that. Blessings Galore, that's coming on the 12th. So basically the week we are currently in, the last 2 days before the weekly reset, which is easy to check over in the arena shop or something like that. The last 2 days before that reset is when the event is going to be active. So get ready for your 2x. I might do a video going through my plans and what I'm going to do for this 2x, because I have a very set plan on this one because I screwed it up last time. So we'll see how that goes. During the event, receive double rewards from Investigation Threshold, GP Outpost. Cool. Esports Carnival. So this is from the 13th to the 20th. Event introduction. During EWS Global Invitational, hyperlinkers can cheer for their favorite participating players and place bets on who will become the ultimate EWS champion. Dude, it's I suck at betting on bots. Now we're going to bet on people and I'm going to lose my 100 gems every time. Oh my God, I'm going to suck at this. Maybe I'll do some match fixing, hey guys? All right, so that's going to be a thing. I think it's literally going to be Champions Call, but with actual players. I hope it's a bit better than that. I hope we actually get like some good shit in it and it's not just like, hey, gamble, spend your 100. Dude, I don't know. I just don't want to lose resources by playing an event. It just feels so shit. All right, Wish Machine. Second round is available. What's the Wish Machine? Is that the one with the rat, Real Mocha? I'm not too sure. United Front, adjustments and optimizations. Fixed an issue where some rewards might not be granted during the settlement. That's kind of annoying. Fixed display anomalies, fixed inconsistencies in the details shown in the garrison details. Corrected the positions of the enemy attack win streak broadcast message. Adjust reward distribution rules. Now victory or defeat rewards are guaranteed to players who have participated in either defending or attacking. Okay, so it sounds like more guaranteed rewards. As opposed to like having to win to get them. That's the way I read it. Battle entry will now default to manual mode. Okay, that's handy. Added single team stronghold battle reports. Optimized the ranking score acquisition rules. Scores are now influenced by co-op points. If anyone's got a competitive Asia server guild, let me know in the comments, because I'm looking for one. Because my guild, the guild that I jumped into, is losing players. I'm looking for a semi-competitive Asia server guild. Optimized NPC stronghold defense formations, improved the logic of blue dot notifications, enhanced interface usability and display, improved multilingual. Okay, there's not too much crazy in that. Issue fixes. Fixed an issue where Animus Tiamat could not remove the silence status after exiting ultimate form. Dude, I thought they were going to fix her to use her skill 2 first. Even though I don't have her on my main account, my new main account, still, it triggers me beyond belief. Fixed an issue where if Animus Tiamat triggered the shell Amber effect while in ultimate form, re-entering ultimate form would cause an abnormal bloodshed effect. I'm curious to see how this works, because currently with Tiamat, oh wait, this is when she's already in her ultimate form. So normally when she's in her ultimate form, it X's her out and then gives her stacks based on the adjustment to the 50%. Because it's a really weird interaction, because it removes all buffs, but it does it after she transforms if she's not transformed. So she goes up to full health basically and gets a turn and does one dragon form and then goes back to normal form. So I don't know exactly what this is affecting in her interactions, but I'm definitely keen to see what it is, because I do really like Amber on her ever since they fixed Amber to now remove control effects, because when it didn't remove control effects, it was kind of shit, but now it's good again. But we'll have a look at that anyway. Fixed an abnormal cooldown with Animus Shadow Sanya's skill when upgrading to prowess level 5. I didn't even know about that. Fixed an issue where the shell passive effect synergy would apply damage boost to the wrong target. Okay. Fixed an issue where shell Law of Silence would only apply void for 1 turn after a round, where it should have been 2. Okay. I don't know how regular these things were, or whether they were just like those, you know, certain situations that made it happen. Added an Animus, fixed an issue where triggering Shell Amber could cause some Animus passive to become invalid. Didn't know about that either. Added an Animus button on the team selection interface in battles. Okay. Corrected the information display of cooldown and turn meter on the battle buff panel. Yeah, I have noticed this from time to time, because I'm one who always looks at the looks at that buff panel to see what the cooldowns are at, and sometimes I'm like, I know I have the ability next turn, but it's showing a 3-turn cooldown. So maybe that's what that's in relation to. Corrected the description of Animus Born's skill Nightbane. Prowess at level 3 and 5. Damage should be based on maximum HP instead of current HP. When they say corrected the description, I believe what that means is the description was wrong, but he is working as intended in game. So to me, he is working based on maximum HP currently, and it just says current HP. So whenever they put this in description as the bug, I think that the actual gameplay won't change. It's just that they're adjusting the text to match how the gameplay is currently. If that's different, then I will update you guys on that, but I'm pretty sure it's a description error. And the game will play the same. That's how I understand these things. Once again, I'm not 100% sure, but that's how I read into these. Corrected the description Animus, Kaz, skill, prowess, damage coefficients for level 2 and level 4 should be 110 and 120. Once again, I think that's, you know, it's Kaz. It's not the biggest issue there with her damage, but once again, I believe that's just they're fixing the tooltip, but the actual effects remain unchanged. Corrected description of Obol's skill, prowess, damage, coefficients, level 2 and 4 should be 240. Once again, same thing with that. That's how I understand it. Ethernet Rally. Okay, what's happening in Ethernet Rally? Fixed an issue where ally units could not control their attack targets after being grabbed by Nico Nana. Fixed an inconsistency between descriptions and title of the loot. Yeah, there was some that said like the title was like for lattices, but it changed them to gems or something like that. There was some weird ones in there. I remember my first playthrough going, what the hell? Optimized the timelines of the leaderboard's data clearing, added support for showing individual hyperlinkers leaderboard information, added off-season No. We're not serious on this, are we? Added off-season periods. Does that mean now we're going to have like, it's a 3-week event, so it's going to be like 3 week of the event and then a week off where you can't play it? Just leave it running for 4 weeks if that's the case. But let's face it, like I feel like the precedent is it's a 3-week event and then it rotates. Let's just leave it there, have it rotate every 3 weeks. Honestly, the Ethernet rally rewards are kind of, I mean, the final rewards are very RNG and kind of like hard to control. I do like it that I can get some extra stamina as I play through it and stuff like that. But let's just leave it at 3 weeks. Let's not make an off season. Let's not nerf Ethernet rally, please. I could be reading that wrong, so hold your horses. We'll wait and see. But dude, please don't have an off season where it's not there. Please. Fixed display issues with the lowest graphic quality settings on certain device models. Adjusted outer links section breakpoint kururu. Didn't know how many there were. I never know how to say that guy's name. Enemy Gluttony Thorn HP by minus 20%. Okay, should be easy to kill those things. I still have never killed those things against that guy. I just cheese him with Valerian. Others. Fixed an issue where the Kiss of Venom effect in Embertrek did not transfer under certain circumstances. Okay, if they're fixing that, Embertrek, this one, there is like some stages where, and I got it on the boss at the end of the normal mode, where it like the effect is supposed to transfer and then it just didn't transfer and no one had it. So I just like didn't have the effect. If you want to make the most of the abuse of Embertrek right now, that does happen, and it's happened to me on a lot of stages. Push it before the update, because you can kind of get away with harder stages by the buff, the negative effect, the debuff effect in the game just being removed randomly, and then it's just gone. So abuse that before this patch if you want to. Now is the time to push Embertrek. Fixed an incorrect buff description on Heinrich and Anti-Sync Echoes. Fixed an issue where the button did not refresh after claiming clues rewards. Fixed abnormal blue dot notifications. I feel like I feel like Champion's Call always has abnormal blue dots. Like it always has a blue dot. I'm like, boys, there's nothing I can fucking do in here. Maybe that's just me because I'm an idiot, but you know, it is what it is. Fixed a display issue with the character artwork in the stage 2 interface of the 7-day commission. No idea what that is. Fixed inconsistencies between resolution settings and the actual effect. Yep, cool. Fixed an issue where the player card set to private in settings could still be viewed. I mean, it is what it is. Fixed an issue in Phantom Theater where changing shell and re-entering the room did not refresh the host shell display. Now, I don't know whether it's just the display or whether it's the actual shell effect, because it would suck if you don't actually get the shell after swapping, but yeah, it sounds like just a display error. Fixed an issue in Phantom Theater where lineup records were not saved after a player exited or confirmed. Okay. Fixed an issue on certain mobile devices where touch selections were shit in Cage Rumble. Fixed an issue where selecting the Undying Will card in Embertrek caused an incorrect increase in critical stack count. Okay. Corrected the battle mechanic description of stage 27 Heinrich. Okay, that stage was a prick, but got through it. Fixed incorrect blue dot notifications in gameplay modes. Fixed display issues in multilingual stuff. Corrected various text errors. Improved stability. Yada, yada, yada. Optimizations and adjustments. Here we go. Adjusted the achievement module set collection tasks to allow compatibility with higher quality modules. Does that mean we get more missions to get more rewards? I hope so. Adjusted the weekly settlement for Etheria Mythic rank to revert to a fixed score, but it will now not fall below the minimum score for Mythic. Does that mean the higher you are in Mythic, the higher your score will be after reset, instead of everyone resetting to the Mythic threshold? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that is so that people who've pushed super high start the season higher. I believe that's what it's saying, but I'm not 100% sure. Adjusted the settlement period of Season 0 in Summit Arena to July 27, 2025. Okay, we've got basically 20 days before the season ends over in the RTA. Let's go over here and take a look. Arena Realm. Summit Arena. So it's currently saying the season ends in 75 days. That is now going to be reduced to 20 days, which is great because then we get our season rewards and then we will also get the rank up rewards. So shit, if I really want this stuff, I have to try and push to get this. I don't think there's any chance I'm getting Mythic this season. Maybe the 2x, if I can farm enough Aurora, maybe I can do it. But once again, my account is 2 weeks behind. So that's going to be a bloody hard push for me. But that is good. I like that because that means we get the rank up rewards, we get the quest rewards to reset as well, which is fantastic to get some more shit. So I am happy with that. But also be careful because end of season means then they do balancing. So at the end of the month, they're going to do balancing and Revelation is completely fucked at this point. I know in their video, they said it's as intended. Listen, I don't think it's as intended. I think it's kind of busted. We're looking in the next week's PvP tournament to ban it just because it's everywhere and it's the main strategy. Yes, there is counterplay, but the counterplay doesn't counter it hard enough. So I would be careful if you're hyper investing into a bunch of Revelations right now because I could see it getting nerfed after that update. So I'm not going to hyper invest into Revelations myself, like build a couple, but if they nerf Revelation, it better not be nerfed in PvE. Otherwise, I am going to lose my absolute shit. So that is that one. Added a progress daily, added a progress display for weekly decisive star emblem currency acquisition on the main interface in Summon Arena. Okay, that's good because the weekly points, you can get up to 2,000 points, and I always have to go into a battle and finish the battle to go, oh, how many points do I still need to do this? It sounds like it's just going to be displayed up here, maybe the top right or something like that. It will show you your points accumulated for the weekly cap. I would also love to see a reason to play more real-time arena. Like at the moment, I just don't care for it because I have to focus so much on grinding the PvE and I just can't be fucked with gear. But once they implement these gear changing systems that they're talking about with the separation between arena and PvE and stuff like that, I will want to play more, but it doesn't feel very rewarding to play more. So I'd love to see some sort of balance to reward players for actually playing RTA if they want to, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see over there. Let's bounce back over here. Added the attribute display of the lineup interface in Phantom Theater rooms. Not too sure what that means. It shows you the elements of them. It already does. I'm not too sure. Supplemented the conversion and refund of Etheria. Dude, I was getting so excited reading that. Supplemented the conversion and refund of Etheria coin. I'm like, from recycling modules after some event gameplay ends. Dude, the 40% is too low. Give us 70 at bare minimum. Increase the storage limit for preset loadout from 30 to 100. Okay, as someone who's already hit the 30 preset limit, because like I now use all my gear and reconfigure it onto the 4 characters to make my absolute best sets for each shell dungeon, 5 best characters for each module dungeon. So I do like to see this. Then I've also got my arena builds. I got my generic builds for the other areas of the game. So I think the 100 is nice while we work on getting those other gear systems implemented. So that's a good little hot fix type thing to ease the pain a little bit until hopefully in the next couple patches when they get the actual proper gear management system happening. Anyway, that is the update. Let me know any thoughts you guys have. The big one for me from that is that the season is ending in 20 days, which is big. The RTA season means get more rewards and away we go. Now, when does the shop refresh? The shop refreshes in 15 days. I wonder if they'll adjust this. I don't think so. I think this really kind of runs independent of it. So not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see. But I need to get my 2,000 points this week so I can get some more of this shit. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.